A second consecutive year, or will his triumph at the Grand Slam make all the difference for the Dutchman?
134.
Alan Taban, of course, the saint himself, has had his moments on the big stage. And, there are, I know, quite a number of players from the town who made their mark playing for the county and one or two for the country. There, look at that. Said it was an indifferent start by both players, but Richardson won that first set with a 77.8 average, but Hamilton in that second set 112.7. Absolutely brilliant. And won it 3-0, not surprisingly. So it's Richardson who has to lift his game if he's going to live with Hamilton here on in, one feels.
Puzzle look on the face of the hammer.
Bradley's all in their sky yellow jerseys, who'll be wearing the yellow jersey, metaphorically speaking, at the end of this magnificent tournament on New Year's night. All will be unfolded as we cycle our way round by round through to the ultimate shootout.
100.
Just get the feeling, don't you, that Hamilton now has a firm grip on this match. Took him a set to get into the tournament, get into the match, blow off a few cobwebs. And looks like he means business now.
Yeah, the first sign in the match was when he got that 100, but he then put in afterwards. An awful leg, didn't he? But the second set, he came out, did the business, and now double 13. Oh, he must have rushed that. What an effort there at 146. And those were the finishes this time last year that they were going in and baffling Barney. Well, not baffling Hamilton at the moment. He's up the ante on the doubles. Stewart, he'd had 1 out of 8. He's now got 5 out of 12. The last 4 have all gone in first dart.
100.
Yep. Andrew Hamilton, of course, Premier League semi-final, match play quarter-final, European Championship quarter-final, World Grand Prix quarter-final, Grand Slam of Darts semi-final. That is
47.
consistency.
Yes. It's consistency of the Arsenal type, isn't it? Always there in the top 4, but no medals, no trophies to show for it. Nevertheless, has to be admired.
Well, Richardson has to regroup. Admitted, you know, that he has watched the video of his win over Barney many times over the last 12 months. Gives himself a buzz and a lift every time he puts it on.
Yeah. Said it's magnificent watching it, he said, apart from the commentary.
97.
Which you admit, Stuart. Actually, he complimented us and said it was great. But that was a long time ago. Now he's doing it again here. Oh, brilliant stuff. Absolutely superb. 177, lands him on 24. Far from done with yet.
Well, his best leg. Possible 13-darter here for Richardson.
97.
Nickname of Ruthless. Got to prove it from here on in.
Well,
177, and they were 3 tentative darts, you have to say.
Yes. And if Hamilton were to hit treble 20, but he hasn't, so it matters not. But Richardson knows that he won't get another chance now with Hamilton sitting on 60. So double six to level up the match. One set all and one leg off. Double three. Not the easiest double on the board, but straight at it. And in she goes.
Finally got there.
Of
course, lit up the Premier League, didn't he? This year, Andy Hamilton. His debut, earned his spot after reaching the final here at the Ali Pali, got all the way to the semi-finals.
Yes, I think in fairness, I was probably one of them who suggested that he and Kevin Painter might well finish bottom of the Premier League, one way or the other, 7th and 8th respectively.
42.
But both of them really, and particularly Hamilton, Painter to a lesser extent, proved that they were well worth their places. And,
100.
lit up the tournament,
Yep.
lit up the event.
And all will be revealed in the next couple of weeks. The Premier League at the start of February gets underway in Belfast. Top 4 in the world plus 4 wild cards. Watch this space.
58.
Yes, and rather too much space there from Hamilton as far as he's concerned between the dart and the target.
100.
So Richardson steps in against the darts here, has a lead of almost 100. So in a decent position.
$46.
Richardson now has effectively taken the darts from Hamilton.
41.
Rush those last 3 though, I feel.
Because it's all about concentration, isn't it? We never accuse Hamilton lacking in that department. But I sometimes think Richardson
83.
might do from time to time, just because he throws that much more quickly, much more fluently. But this is a good visit, brilliant visit,
99.
to leave himself on 78 and land himself possibly with the third leg of this set, knowing that he throws first after that.
A real battle for Andy Hamilton. More often than not, though,
140.
he manages to find a way to come out on top of these close encounters of the Richardson kind on this occasion. One dart to break the throw.
Well, there's no rushing the man from Rushden there. He certainly
Game on.
took his time and measured it perfectly. It's rude to stick your tongue out. But wonderful finish. And Hamilton had threatened to land himself on 46 there. Threatened should Richardson not hit the double. One fancies Hamilton would have done the way he's been going of late. So all the more credit to the Northants man.
135.
Well, the winner of this will play Richie Burnett in round 2. Burnett had a real struggle, didn't he? Before
85.
finally getting past young James Hubbard in a final set tiebreak. I wonder if this one is going to go all the way to a 5th and deciding set.
He's got a feel about it. Got a feel about it. This leg, of course. This dart is all important. If
100.
that had gone in treble 20, Hamilton had been more than 50 points away from his opponent at the moment.
100.
Only a ton though. Needed more, you feel. 50 in it. Big leg. 1 set all. Is Richardson going to go 2 sets to 1 up with this leg? Or is the hammer going to nail it?
The
96.
opening 2 sets have both been won against the throw. Richardson hoping that pattern will continue here.
50.
Frustration there because he hasn't left a finish. It was poor thinking really. After those first two, he should have switched.
Yes, his last dart was the careless one, every bit as careless as the other two. Oh, unlucky Andy Hamilton, needed the other treble for the bull. Not sure that he'd have gone for it, mind you, with Richardson on a bogey. He held sway in this leg in the early part of it, but he's rather messed things up. It may be too little too late, that.
134.
Nice to watch, though it might be. It's Hamilton who's going to be first at the double for 2 legs all in this vital third set.
That was important. Just get the feeling there that Richardson made a mess of that. It was his set to win. Darts in hand in that last leg. And now the tide has turned. It's Hamilton with the darts to go ahead for the first time at 2-1.
Well, we talk about pivotal legs, but this most certainly is. Whoever wins this, it's worth a lot to him. In terms of the score, of course, 2-1 in front. But morally, the morale of the man will be lifted no end if he can put himself within 1 set of the match.
123.
Hamilton in control now. Can't afford 2 visits without a big treble.
100.
Gets the ton. But at the moment, it isn't enough. Andy Hamilton, advantage to the number 8 seed.
58.
Well, a 140 here will help Richardson no end. This one coming up. Well, there you are, Barney and Michael Smith. An exciting game that. We know Barney's won the title before. Michael Smith has it in sight too, you know, Stuart.
Yeah, and a lot of people, Gary Anderson this year, under the radar. Maybe this is his moment. Beaten finalist 2 years ago, but without a doubt, Anderson in the mix to win it this year.
45.
Yeah, just coming good at the right time, you feel, Anderson.
100.
Could be bad news for others. Good news for those who love watching him play. Good darts. Exciting player. That was always going in treble 20.
99.
Well, Hamilton is going to get, you feel, at least 1 dart to win the set.
100.
Bit of pressure on this.
Double 10. Well, he's certainly affected the flow. And now double 5. Well, I wonder why he stopped, stood back, licked his finger, because there was a fluency about Hamilton, but not on that particular visit. Bullseye needed here to steal it for the set. Never really convincing there, Stuart. Never really convincing.
Well, Hamilton, 2 darts missed for a 2-1 lead. Double 2. Great dart. Really was a great dart. The familiar Hamilton roar.